A Black Swan number 2 just hit, guys. I'm not kidding. Who is the only person to have called before the Black Swans even occur? You guys already know this channel, and that's why you watch it. In today's video, we're going to investigate this Black Swan that just hit. Bitcoin, Satoshi era miners or coins that have been dumped on the markets. Okay. Eric Trump is deleting all his posts, and then Vitalik Buterin, your time has come as well. Whoever loves Ethereum, I think your CEO or developer doesn't. Okay, watch this. From Bricks News, Pakistan launches the strikes on Afghanistan's capital. You guys see what's going on, guys, right? I'm not gonna play the video, but supposedly now these two certain countries are going to go at it, right? Then you have America versus Iran, right? Including Israel. Oh, did you guys forget about what was that country? China, right? China, and who else? Taiwan, right? And then you have who else? Russia and Ukraine. Guys, does it not seem like this world is heading to like a climax point? Right? It's like everyone just hates each other. Right? All these countries are like divided. Right? But that's what they want. They want everyone to be divided. Right? They don't want anyone to unite, because if we the people unite, it's game over for the system entirely. So this Black Swan just hit, guys. This thing is probably going to escalate. Okay, prepare for this narrative to explode, probably coming up soon, right? Now I was wondering to myself, why are all these whales selling? Now it makes sense, because Black Swans are happening as we speak, and then we haven't even hit the major one. That's the Iran Black Swan, guys, which leads to the reset. This is why all these Bitcoin miners, right, and Satoshi era wallets are selling. New Satoshi era whale exits after 15 years, dumps $750 million worth of Bitcoin. A dormant early miner from the Bitcoin Genesis era has just offloaded 11,300 Bitcoin worth $750 million. By the way, he sold 11.3k. That's the Ouroboros number, right? Destruction attached to Bitcoin. I'm telling you, it's going to die probably this year. I have two different paths that I'm looking at. I'm not going to explain in today's video. One of them revolves around the reset. The second one revolves around QE. Worth $750 million, he just profited. Remember, he sold after 15 years. Closing a position that had remained untouched since the network's earliest days. Do you understand? Right? Ask yourself, why does he sell here, but he held through the entire cycle? From what? 2011? Right? He had to hold through the tops, the bottoms, the tops, the bottoms, the tops, the bottoms. And only in the year 2026, now he just sold his entire stack. Something seems fishy, doesn't it? And it includes Bitcoin. While Michael Saylor is ultra bullish on Bitcoin, guys, he's been tweeting out a bunch of stuff here, talking about he needs a bigger orange bag. Right? It's not enough. He wants more Bitcoin. Right? And he just keeps buying and buying and buying, guys. So he's not stopping at all. Okay? But on the other hand, when you go to prediction markets, the market believes that there's an 85% chance that Bitcoin falls below 60k. I personally believe this year Bitcoin will touch $13,000. And the only way that Bitcoin will be saved is through quantitative easing. If there's no QE and the Black Swan strikes coming up, the major one, it's gonna go under a K, and this is the year of the reset, right? The fear and greed index is relatively low, guys, extremely low. At some points we will see a relief bounce, but I don't think it's right now. I think what's happening here, this is a NASDAQ chart, and we're going to try to front run the incoming dump here. Because last time we talked about this NASDAQ chart, where were we at? Right here. How beautiful did it come back to the 8-hour moving average? It touched it again, and it bounced. There's tremendous selling pressure, right? There's tremendous selling pressure. It dumped back. As soon as it closes below 24.7K, we're heading to the 12-hour. Okay, which is at 23.5K. That will be the dump, a beautiful dump before the relief bounce, and then the major black swan hits. But it's time to talk about Vitalik and Ethereum, because they're not safe either. I'm not kidding. There's a 40% chance that Ethereum falls below $1,000 from Kalshi. A 40% chance. You know how large that percentage is? That it falls below $1,000 for ETH? And remember, these are probably insiders betting this, because who even believes that Ethereum is going to go all the way down? All the way down $1,000. Like here. There are people betting that Ethereum is going to go below literally the 2022 lows. Ethereum is going to go down like this. People are betting on Kalshi. A 40% chance. You understand how big that is? That's basically the incoming collapse. Right? That's ridiculous. That means 3 digits for Ethereum. It's honestly not too far away. That's a what? That's a 50% dump. That's nothing. So Ethereum is about to die. That's why Vitalik is on a selling spree right now. They don't believe in their coins. And to the people who are saying that, oh, what about Ripple that sell their coins, XRP, right? When escrow gets unlocked, well, if they do sell, right, they reinvest into the Ripple business, which then it's like a loop, right? A vicious loop that's beautiful for the entire ecosystem, right? They acquire more companies, and then it balloons the ecosystem much more and more. From Look on Chain, Vitalik is selling Ethereum faster again. Here are all his sells. Okay, he sold 7,000 Ethereum for $15 million at around February 3rd to the 5th. Then he sold 2,000 more Ethereum worth $4 million February 23rd, a couple days ago. Okay? Vitalik is trying to escape as fast as possible. This happened yesterday. Vitalik is still selling Ethereum every few minutes, by the way, 700,000 in the last hour. Right? Vitalik is just trying to flee out of Ethereum because he probably thinks it's about to collapse this year. The only saving hope that every crypto has this year is QE. Will we even get QE? I hopefully think we will, right? There's a hopeful a percentage there, because I don't think the Fed will want the collapse this year. I think there's going to be at least one final blow off top. But maybe these people know that the collapse will happen this year because they're all trying to sell, especially Satoshi era wallets that have held for so long. Vitalik sold another $2.8 million in Ethereum in the past few hours, and $38 million in Ethereum this month. This just came out. What is happening here? Right? But when Vitalik saw Ethereum was up 10% in a day for the first time in 4.5 months, he was unable to stop himself and dumped an extra 2.3k ETH. Guys, I'm telling you, the New York Times, right? The New York Times reported that all these coins are worthless because they serve no value. The only value is to extract value from you and I. Not me, because I don't buy ETH, but to whoever buys ETH and have bought it in the past. Yeah, I've bought Ethereum in the past, but I sold it a long time ago in my early days. And I bought Bitcoin as well a little bit, right? Because back then you couldn't buy XRP off the gate. You had to buy Bitcoin and transfer it into XRP, or exchange it for XRP or ETH or whatever else, right? It was a gateway. Now, not only is Michael Saylor in danger, his company, but as well as Tom Lee. Tom Lee is the equivalent of Michael Saylor, but to Ethereum. He owns his own treasury company, and Tom Lee's down $9 billion on his Ethereum investment as of now. Michael Saylor will dwarf this loss, though both will go down as the biggest losses in history in the not too distant future. Do you guys see what's happening here? Right? XRP doesn't really have one of these large treasury companies in the billions upon billions, so we are safe. There is Evernorth, $1 billion, right, that they're trying to accumulate of XRP, but XRP is a chosen one, so it doesn't even matter, right? These other coins will die, I'm telling you. And Eric Trump and the Trump family knows this too. Eric Trump is deleting all crypto-related X posts. Crypto is about to rock hard, and the Trump insiders are about to get exposed. Tweet deleted from Eric Trump. Amazing few days for World Liberty Fi. Incredibly proud of the project, which he deleted this tweet. And another tweet he deleted about his own project, World Liberty Fi. He posted the tweets when he was bullish, and now he's deleting. What does that make him? Bearish on his own project. They came here to extract value, which has been accomplished. Now it's time to flee with the bags that they sold on our heads. They're literally tweeting. They're literally deleting every tweet. I'm guessing this USD1, their own stablecoin for their project, is about to collapse like UST, Terra Luna stablecoin. So Trump and his family have pulled $1.3 billion out of crypto in just 13 months. They came in, made billions, and now they're out. More extractions are expected through Wi-Fi, World Liberty Fi token, along with moves like CZ Binance Pardon. Right? So this is the Trump's family tree, guys. And yeah, it all leads basically back to Trump. And you know, these people are in power, okay? So I guess they believe they could do whatever they wish to, right? Which technically they have been doing, because who can stop these people, right? When they have the greatest military backing them, no one, right? Unless the law stops them, but somehow the law doesn't even care. So there's a timeline of things, guys. They're all selling, so I wouldn't be buying here, not at all. I'll wait for the black swan to hit first, then buy, and we'll see what happens then. But this isn't financial advice. Prepare for it. Prepare for the end, because the reset seems to be near. What do you say, Sophie's Amazingness? See you.